Hello my YouTube beauties and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do something really exciting. I have the JACLYN Hill Morphe palette here. This is what the box looked like that it came in, and then on the back it has her picture and it has a little blurb to her subscribers, so that's kind of cool. I just wanted to do a review, and I'm actually doing a giveaway of this palette as well. I can get into all of those details at the very end of the video. For now, let's go ahead and review this palette. I'm actually wearing it on my eyes today, and I am actually really pleasantly surprised. Let's start from the beginning. This palette was $38, and this is what the front of the package looks like. You can already see I have some fingerprints there, so easy to get really dirty. It is cardboard packaging, but it feels actually pretty heavy, which is nice. And on the back it says Morphe x JACLYN Hill. Open up the palette. This is all the colors. I'm sure you've seen this a ton, but as you can see, I've only used it once and it is extremely dirty. So these are all the colors, and I will go through all the colors, do quick swatches of them for you, and just so you can get an idea of what it looks like on fair skin tone. Yeah, I could tell you a little bit about my thoughts on this palette and what I used today to create this eye look. So the first row that we're gonna do, I actually have the little thing here, so I will walk us through the shades. The first shade that I have is called In Light. It is a matte cream color. It's that right there. It's actually a little more satin than I thought it was going to be. The next one is Beam. I use this on my inner corners. The next shade I have is Silk Cream, right there. So that is Silk Cream. Then I have MFEO, and it is again a matte crease color. That one isn't as pigmented as I would like. Had to do two swatches right there. Then I have Faint, which is the first shimmer shade in the palette, and to be honest, it feels a little dry to me. So I don't really, yeah, I mean, that's Faint right there. I don't feel like it's as soft and buttery as some of the other ones, but that's Faint. Then we have Sissy, which again feels a little dry. That's Sissy, and that one is really pretty. It's like duochrome. Really pretty. It's pink and gold. Then we have Little Lady. This is a lot better in pigment than the other one, than Faint. I like this a lot more. So there you have it. That is the first row, and I'm going to wash off my arm and go on to the next one. All right, so then we have, wipe off my arm. Then we have Creamsicle, which is this Pukey? No, this is Creamsicle. This is a matte orange. That's pretty pigmented. I like that. Then we have Butter, which feels really, I'm like kind of weirded out right now because the mattes feel more buttery than the shimmers, and normally it's the opposite with Morphe shadows. The mattes are really dry and the shimmers are really buttery, so I don't know. Maybe it's part of what she did different with like pressing these differently. Then we have Pooter. That's really pigmented. I like that one. So that is Pooter. Then we have Pukey. You know what? We could just make a palette just out of these four colors right there. All right, so that one is Pukey. Then we have Hunts, which this feels a little more dry. Some of the other ones. So that one right there is Hunts. Then we have Firework. This one feels a little more buttery than the first row. That right there is Firework. Then we have Queen, and this is what I used on my lower lash line. This is probably my favorite color in the palette so far. That one right there is Queen. Very pretty. So that right there is the second row. In my crease, I used Silk Cream, MFEO, I used Butter, and I used Jax, which we will get to. Let's go to the third row. The third row is, the first one we're starting with is Obsessed. That one's kind of pretty. It almost reminds me of like an alien purple color, like a space purple. Next we have SBN. This is what I used all over my lid today. That one's really pretty. Then I have Hilster, which I did not use today. That's really pretty. These shimmers, like near the bottom, the darker ones, are significantly more pigmented and buttery than the first three. Then we have Roxanne. So that one is Roxanne. And then we have Jax, which I used in my, I use this on my outer V. That one is Jax. Then we have Buns. This is more of like a cool toned. Well, it looked cool toned. So that one is Buns. Then we have, let me wipe off my fingers. Then the last one we have is Crayon Apple. That one's really pigmented. So that right there is the third row. Now we're down to the fourth row. The first one, Royalty, is this purple. It's really pigmented purple, I gotta say. That's really nice. Then we have Twerk. Not as pigmented as I wanted. I had to build that one up twice. It's just not as pigmented as Royalty. Then we have Hustle. That one is very much more cool toned. Then we have Meeks. I think that I'm gonna like this shade. Yep, I like Meeks a lot. Then we have 24/7. That one is significantly more glittery. Then we have Mocha. That one's not as pigmented. I'm gonna have to build that up a little bit. All right, so that is the fourth row. All right, now we are on to the last row. The first shade in this row is called Pool Party. Almost has like hints of green. That's really pretty. All right, then we have Jada. That is not very pigmented. All right, I built it up, but that's what Jada looks like. Then we have Diva. That one's really nice. I'm going to use that one in the future. Then we have Enchanted. This is a really pretty dark green. Like, look at that. Holy cow, that is extremely pigmented. Holy, whoa. All right, then we have Central Park. What? Do you see that? All right, that's better. That was horrible first swatch. Man, not pigmented at all the first swatch. Okay, then we have Soda Pop. Oh, that's pretty pigmented. I like that. Then lastly, we have Abyss. That's pretty black. Okay, what? That's how the black swatch is? Are you kidding? What? Okay, I'm disappointed by that. But that is the fourth row. No, fifth row. Fifth row. Okay, now that my arm's all red. So that was all of the swatches of the palette. Man, I am already destroying this palette. So after swatching everything, this is what the palette looks like. It is actually pretty dirty. These were all of the swatches of the shadows. I was more impressed with the mattes than the shimmers, which is kind of goofy. Normally it's the other way around. Yeah, I really like the mattes in this palette. And on my eyes, they blended out so well. Overall, I think it's a good palette. I definitely think there are dupes in your collection that you already have, but you are buying this for the JACLYN Hill name. Really, this palette was more than their other palettes, and I think it's just because of the name. I think that it is just very cool that there's so many different colors in here. Like, I really like this bottom section right there. That just makes the palette for me. I overall really like this palette. I think I'm gonna use it probably every day like, this is probably going to be my new go-to palette. I really like it. I think the shimmers are really nice. I think the mattes are really nice, and they all blend out really, really well. The shimmers, I have to use my fingers. I tried using a brush and it just didn't cut it. Like, I always just use my fingers for shimmer shades just because they give the best payoff that way. I really like it, honestly. Like, I didn't think I would like it as much. I was really skeptical about the matte shades because I know that Morphe matte shades are not my favorite, but I actually overall really do like this palette. But look, so just by holding this palette, this is going to be on my palette forever. So just like be mindful of that anything that you, like if you touch and your hands are a little dirty, you are going to ruin this palette. This brings us to the portion of the video where I am doing a giveaway of this palette. I bought 2 of them because I knew it was going to sell out like crazy, and I don't think it's, like, don't go buy it on eBay for $500 or something crazy like that. So I got another one for my subscribers. This is just a thank you for enjoying my videos and watching me and choosing to subscribe to me. I really, really appreciate it. So I really wanted to give back to you guys. So I bought another palette, and this is going to one of you guys. So all you have to do is be subscribed and comment an emoji, your favorite emoji, down below. In the comments. Here in about a week, I will go through and just choose a random number. It's not going to be like if you comment way down below, you have more of a chance, or if you comment way up high, you have more of a chance. It's really just a random comment number. You can only enter twice. I'm gonna do that because if you just enter, like if you put so many emojis, so like over and over and over, of course it's going to increase your chances on winning. So max of 2 entries per person. In a week, I will go through and I will pick a winner, and this will be going to you here very soon. And I will just go and send you an email through YouTube. I'll click on your name and it'll be that way. So if you get an email from me, or if I reach out to you or something like that, you know you've won. Yeah, so be subscribed and comment down below, but you can only comment twice. So those are the rules of the giveaway, and I look forward to being able to give back and give this to one of you guys. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos. I do have an Instagram and Twitter, so if you're interested, you can follow me there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!